What's up, guys? Mike MTG Jedi, and I am finally going to make a video on one of my favorite champions in the game, one of the most underrated champions, Seneschal. He is so great. He is so great. If you have him in your roster, he can help you in so many areas of the game, guys. I'm very excited to bring this video to you. Chilling on my dude's Silence account. Probably going to make a video on all 5 of these champions for the Bannerlords Faction Wars. That's what we're working on for him today. If you're interested in any account services, let me know in the comments below or any of my social medias that will be in the description. And let's jump into his build guide. So we're starting here with his build guide because one of the most important things for Seneschal is actually books. Now, we unfortunately need to use books on Seneschal in order to beat this faction. That is my belief. And all we really need is to get the books in this provoke ability. And boom, just like that, streamer YouTube luck. So we're going to stop there, but books on him are really good, and we actually might need the rest of them. But I'm going to try to beat this faction with only using those books because I like to be hesitant and conservative when on other people's accounts. Okay, so if we manage to get all of the books there, that's insane. Okay, first of all, that's insane. All right, we might also need masteries on him to make this work. He's very good with masteries, but again, trying to be conservative. So what do you want when you're building this guy? Well, let me tell you, he has a high damage potential. So I always like to build him with crit damage gloves whenever possible. This one had an awesome triple defense roll, a little bit of speed, a little bit of HP, and a little bit of crit rate. Okay, now I did not get to 100% crit rate. We're a little bit hurting there. But if we get masteries, then it would be 97%. So holding off on that, but trying to be conservative. I really like a defense percentage chest. He's a defense-based champion, and it scales pretty well. He also has a high HP, so if you wanted an HP chest there, you could, but defense chest is best. Speed on the boots, and in general, you just want crit rate and accuracy substats with as much defense and speed as you can get. And then what's really going to help you out is the accuracy on the banner, okay? I did not level up this gear all the way. I'm trying to be conservative with silver, etc., but I'm pretty happy with this build. We were able to get to total stats of 3.3 defense, almost 100% crit, 164 crit damage. And like I said, if we leveled up the rest of the gear, that would go even higher. If we get masteries, that would go even higher. And on my account, I have all of his gear maxed out. Or I did, at least when I beat Faction Wars. I got masteries on him. I really love this champion. So let's talk about where we're going to use him in the game. So where are we going to use this champion? Well, I have mentioned Faction Wars already, and that is going to be one of his best places. We're going to jump into there in a second, but I'm pleased to tell you that he can play in very much almost any area of the game, okay? In dungeons, if you're having a hard time progressing through the dungeons, he can go on any dungeon team because he will provoke the waves and then do the counterattacks when they attack him. And then you pair him with a healer, and he can get you through all of the waves. Now, in addition to that, he's not going to be a specialist in any of those areas. But he can work there to help you in progression. He can play in arena as well. Like I said, I use an AoE provoke champion on my arena team every day. I use Molly Tankard, but I think he could be great as well. I'm not going to showcase him there. You probably don't want him on Clan Boss, but he would be great in Doom Tower. he might actually not be bad in Clan Boss, but I don't want to go and like be super confident because I haven't tested him there. And then Campaign, he could help you in progressing through Campaign, but that's not going to be his main area. All right, so we are actually trying to beat this faction today, and then Silent's going to go back and, finish up getting the rest of the stars. We might try to help him out with that too, if we have time. So, what is great about him? Well, Stagnite, very common member of this faction for Faction Wars. If you have Septimus, he should be in your team as well. On this boss, you want to take out the Broadmaw first, and then you want to provoke the wave. Now, the reason we want the AoE provoke booked is because otherwise it's random. And if it's random, then you're not going to be able to survive. They will kill your squishy champions and you will die. And if you're watching this right after the Killian the Lucky video, then you know that we died in that one. So Killian's turn here, and he's going to just try to kill Broadmaw. He gets the random debuffs on every turn. We will try to stun here and steal the turn meter. Perfect. Kill here. So why do I like him? Because now everybody's going to attack him. And when they attack him, what's going to happen is he's going to attack them back. And he's going to put the leech on all of the people as a possibility. He can also put this veil on himself or someone else, whoever you need. The hard part about this faction is the crowd control. Now, Silent is lucky in the fact that he has very good crowd control. Killian the Lucky is very good at the crowd control. Seneschal, he built up. He stole my counterattack. Okay, it's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay. Look at that smack. Let's go ahead and put this up here as well. And now we can start doing damage. Maybe. So I really feel like Seneschal is a key component to this faction. I really do. On my account, I actually built two. I built one at 50 and one at 60, and that was the only way I was able to beat this faction. So we're going to fight our way through here. I'm going to talk a little bit more, and then we will wrap up the video. But we're going to see if we can't not die. But we might need another champion in order to not die, because he stole this counterattack. And that is bad for us. This torture helm is rough. Now, since he is alive here, he's the only one, then man, the counterattack is so good on him, stealing all of our buffs. Okay, well, we're going to make it work, guys. We're going to make it work, and if not, we'll go again. So ridiculous. He procced that so many times. Anyway, can't land the stuns either. All right, well, we don't have a healer per se on this champion team for this faction, so we're kind of relying on this veil buff right here, and we're going to put it on himself for now, because we don't have a way to remove buffs on this team either. Well, it's trial and error sometimes, guys, especially with Faction Wars. But we do have a lot of crowd control on this team. But sometimes the Torch Realm just steals all your buffs, and then you are out of luck. And there again, he stole the continuous heal. But now he's going to die and reset, and hopefully we will be able to kill him before he gets another turn. Got the decreased speed on there from Killian. I really like that champion for this faction as well. Still no stuns from the Azure. Not 100% sure on him. We did get the HP increase from finishing the wave. All right, now here we want to kill the healer first. I know it seems like we want to kill the Man-Eater because he's going to put up the unkillable buff. But we have Seneschal on our team to do the AoE provoke. So that is going to help us because then we won't need to worry about it. And that's why AoE Provoke is so good, guys. That's why AoE Provoke is so good. Now, I'm not a big fan of speeding up the gameplay. I do not watch when people speed up the gameplay and put on music, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep talking, and if you want to skip ahead to the boss fight, you feel free to do that. But right now, you're getting to see the power of Seneschal. And he's not landing those leeches, so we really might need the books in his A1. He's so good, guys. He's so good. We're going to put ally protection up here. Septimus, very good as well. And the order that you kill the champions in Faction Wars is actually really important. It's actually really important. So keep that in mind when you're fighting through. If you're not being successful, that could be because you're trying to kill the champions in the wrong order. Let's try to stun. Got it. I made him skip his turn. Killian the Lucky, man, if I ever have the opportunity to fuse him, he will be the #1 champion that I will fuse. Okay, Septimus, my favorite champion in the entire game. And a lot of my enjoyable champions are in this faction. A lot. So, now that we're killing through some of these guys, we want to try to cycle back through our A1s, but I think that we're going to need to provoke here again. So we're going to hit all of our main abilities again, and then after that we'll cycle back through. Because this guy over here, he is a beating. He takes a hit like a champ. And we're definitely going to make it to the boss. The question is, can we beat the boss with this setup? I did a fair bit of re-gearing before I came into this video. So I know that these champions are geared pretty defensively, and that's really what you want in this faction and every faction. I actually put a bunch of defense on most of these champions, and Killian getting the random buff at the beginning of his turn. I wish you could control it, but that's how he's lucky. All right, and on to the boss. So now with this boss, his A1 has the chance to do the fear, okay, and it attacks all enemies. His A2 revives all dead allies with full HP and puts a sleep on him, and then his A3 does the ally attack. So you need to be patient. You need to be willing to replay this fight because this will kill you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put defense down and attack down. And for some reason, we didn't get it on everyone. So I'm thinking we want to save this ability here. And this is the one that we want to kill over here first. Now, I'm pretty sure that we want to put this on Septimus. Otherwise, he will probably die. We want the decreased speed on the boss right away and decrease his turn meter. Very nice. And then I think we want the ally protection. And let's try to get the decreased speed. We did. We might, I don't want to wait. Okay. Didn't get the fear and we died. So we will be coming back in on this, but that'll do it for this champion guide on Seneschal. He is going to be key to your success, and you're just going to have to come through here a couple different times and face the RNG. So we will be continuing to work on this for Silent, and I'd be happy to work on anything else for you guys, but this is Seneschal. He's an outstanding champion. Check the tag above for the rest of the videos about champions on this team, as well as other Bannerlords in this faction, and let me know what other guides you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mike MTG Jedi, and you are awesome subscribers because you clicked that button below. Thank you for joining the Jedi Academy. We'll catch you later.